Okay. We are going to watch Ludwig's Streamer University class. I've seen clips of this and I think it looks informative, and I think we can all learn a little something either about streaming, or if you're a streamer, you can learn something about streaming. Yes. Well, let's see what this is about.
Here, my boys, clap twice. Welcome to class, How to Get Lucky 201. Guys, today's lecture is going to be different than yesterday's. I'll go over some of the same things. It's mostly going to be new stuff. If you heard about yesterday's class, it will not be the same thing. Can I see? Is Isabella here?
Yeah.
All right, keep your hand up. Kiera, are you here?
I'll raise my hand once my name is
Isabella,
called.
I need you to stay after class.
Why?
We'll talk about it after class.
See, I told you he's
Because you are the only person here who did the homework assignment. Round of applause. I assigned you all homework last night. Isabella's the only one who submitted it. What is the question?
Wow.
The mobile app was down. I couldn't submit mine.
I understand that, and I know it was down, and I trust you all. This is just the only person who was able to figure it out in this class. I want to reward that, so just stay after class for me if you would, Isabella. There is a new homework assignment. We will talk
My
about it.
teacher
You
would
should
never.
be able to do it in class. It's very...
My teacher would never forgive me. If something did, I remember one time my computer didn't work, and it was during a test. Like, we were just going to start the test. My computer wasn't working, and I was already stressed for the test. And then my teacher came up and was like, "Yakku, what did you do? Like, what did you do?" And I was like, "Can I get a pen and paper so I can write this damn test, you know?" And they looked so exhausted. Exasperated with me, and they were like, "Fine." And I did write the test, and I passed. I got a good grade, and I think I got a B on that test, which is good for me. Wrote it on paper. No autocorrect, no spelling checks, no nothing. And I did my damn goodest work. And I'm like, how can you be mad at me? Also, aren't teachers the ones that are like, oh, these kids these days, everything's too digital. They don't want to read books. They don't want to do anything physical no more. That was my English teacher that complained. Complained about me writing my test on paper. I mean, probably complained about me showing up with a broken computer. But to be fair, I didn't know what was wrong with my computer. Next day, it worked fine. Fine. I'm still salty at that teacher. Still salty.
Very easy. If you can't submit it on the app, that's all right. It's ultimately the homework's for you guys. All right, y'all. I had this question on the board. Anyone have thoughts on this? Off rip. Do streamers make too much money? No. No?
No!
They don't make enough.
You thought that was more, right?
Huh?
Who, me?
I heard we make more than rappers.
More than rappers?
I heard that.
Do you think that makes sense?
I think it do.
Yes.
I think it do.
Okay.
Like yeah.
Do streamers make too much money? I don't think that's necessarily true. It's a half-truth, in my opinion. Because the big streamers make an absurd amount of money. But like with any content creator, the big boys are making a lot of money. But specifically in streaming on Twitch, the top one, or not even top one, but like, you know, the top of the top of the top, they make an absurd amount of money. And it's not only from streaming, it's also from like sponsorships and other revenues. If you don't really branch out to get those other opportunities, then maybe you won't make as much, but you will still make like a ton of money from streaming and whatnot. Especially if you combine that with other like platforms like YouTube and TikTok and whatnot, because you can multi-stream. But for the average old Joe, for the average streamer, you're making either no money, below minimum wage, or right about minimum wage. Like, if you're a streamer who has 20 viewers, you are in the top 10% of Twitch. If you have a 20 average viewers, that's top 10% in Twitch, which is wild. But you're not making any money from that. You know, you're not making any like significant amount, at least. There's nothing that I'd say is comparable, or like you can't really. I don't know how to measure what a quote unquote successful streamer is. Technically, because technically you're in the top 10%, you would be a successful streamer, kind of, you know, because you're top 10. Better than 90% of all streamers. But there's a lot of streamers in the world. I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah, this is just my 2 cents. Do I think streamers get paid too much? For me, it's a half and half answer.
Cash like 200K last night. Bro.
200K? Last night? Damn! That's pretty good. All right. Really, we think streamers make a lot, right? Streamers make a lot. We know streamers make a lot of money. I think we've heard this before. Guys, today we're going to talk a little bit about that and something I think a few of you in this class are dealing with. Guys, today, the class is stop clip farming and start making money. Okay. A lot of you guys here are great at farming clips. You get millions of views. You get more views than me, but you're not making money equivalent to maybe the attention that you are receiving. We're going to unpack why. We're going to start talking about how to build a larger audience, a larger community, people who watch you long form, not just your clips. Also, real quick, one more round of applause for yourselves. Congratulations, everybody. You guys have accomplished a lot. I think you should be proud of yourselves. If you don't know, these are the facts. 92% of people go live once, they never go live again. That is 92% of all of Twitch. They only go live one time. So if you've gone live twice, you're in the top 10%.
I'm in the top 10%, boys!
Viewers is the amount of viewers
I'm
you
in the
need
top
to be in
10.
the top 1%. Raise up hands. Who's got 20 viewers? You're a 1%. 1%.
Oh.
1%. You are all 1%ers.
Oh, I am sorry for my spreading of misinformation. If you have 20 viewers, you are in the top 1%. I think I said the top 10%. You're in the top 1%. Which is even crazier. You're better than 99.999% of all the people in the world who do streaming. That is kind of wild. Kind of wild.
Alright, next. Guys, 1 million people applied to Streamer U. And you are the few who made it in. One more round of applause. And I got one more surprise for you all. Okay. Most of you will fail.
Oof, reality. Harsh reality.
Guys, most of you are gonna fail. What is fail? What do I mean by fail? Did you feel like you made it when you went to Streamer U? Do you feel like you got an opportunity that you can grasp and you might skyrocket?
Yes, I did.
You might have felt that. You got excited. Yeah. That won't happen for most of you. Here are the stats. Last year's Streamer U.
I just want to say that, like, the definition of failure for these people, I think their definition of failure is pretty clear because they've all applied to Stream University for probably the opportunity to gain a following, clout, all of that stuff, money. That is their definition of success, and their definition of failure would be not succeeding in the goal, in that goal. My definition of success as a streamer is obviously very different because I'm not doing it for money, which sounds, you know, a lot of people will say, I'm not doing it for the money, you know, I'm doing it for the fans, la 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 la. But like, in my head, I can't even picture ever making a significant amount of money from streaming, ever, in the near future. Like, it would have to be in the far future if I keep, you know, if I actually work consistently and if I would work towards that goal. But I'm not working towards such a goal, so I am not expecting anything. You know, I have no expectations about that. My view on a successful streamer, then, is somebody who makes just fun, entertaining content. You don't have to have a bunch of followers. You don't have to have all these numbers and whatnot. Just a authentically funny person. That is my definition of someone who, like, who's engaging. Someone who is, like, has morals. You know, it's outspoken. Stuff like that. in my eyes, makes someone successful. And someone who's a failure would be someone who, I guess, someone who would just give up, or someone who doesn't engage with their audience, or doesn't try. Like, you have to at least try a little for the streams and whatnot. Like, show some effort.
This is last year. People who attended 2025 Streamer U. I looked at their viewership a month before Streamer U.
Right.
Then I looked at the
minus
viewership last month.
200?
Right.
On average, that whole group's down 287 viewers. That whole group. All right? The median, okay? That's the person in the middle. You slash off the biggest, you slash off the lowest. Okay? They gained 4 viewers. 4 viewers. That's it. Streamer U. 4 viewer change after a year. 56% of all participants lost viewers or only gained single-digit viewers. That's year over year, okay? So this opportunity, this once-in-a-lifetime miracle, for most of you, it ain't gonna mean shit. It'll be a cool memory, all right? But that's all it will ever be. Maybe you made extra money this weekend. Congratulations. You got a few thousand in the bank. Ron probably is getting $250,000. That's nice. But that's all it will be. It will not effectively change
Why
your
is he
life.
here?
Jason, because honestly, there's things Ron can learn, and you can always learn at any level.
I think that's good to say. Yes. You can learn at any level. Like, I am not at a level nowhere near these people, right? When it comes to streaming and whatnot, or even content creation. But I think it's just kind of fun to learn about this stuff, to see the numbers. I think it's very interesting. It can feel a little dystopian at times. A little bit like, whoa, that's wild. But it does put things, I think this is especially good for the people who are in streaming university, like to see the numbers, to see the facts, get a bit of a reality check, you know? Because I already know this stuff, and I walked into hell with barefooted.
All right, that's the bad news. That's the bad news. All right, but we want to be different. We want to be the ones who succeed. How do we do that? First off, we have to ask ourselves an honest question. Raise your hand by show of hands. Do you want to be a streamer? By show of hands, do you want to be a streamer?
You want to be a streamer, Chad?
All right.
Want to be a streamer?
Now, we're going to sit on this for a moment. Do you want to be a streamer? This question about it. Because maybe you don't actually want to be a streamer. You want to have what streaming can get you. But there are quicker, better, more efficient ways to do that. Maybe you actually just want to be rich. Maybe you want a large social media following. Maybe you want to have a creative outlet. Streaming might not be the best path to do this. Now, I think when people talk about streamers, we talk about the big guys, talk about the Kais, we talk about the Speeds. That's awesome. That is a very small number of all streamers.
Incredibly
that is realistically
small.
not going to be you. I have 3 examples for us today. I have a top 100 streamer in the world, I have a top 1,000 streamer in the world, and I have a top 10,000 streamer in the world. I'm gonna show you guys all their revenue and their viewership. We're gonna pocket watch. Guys, we're gonna start off with Mr. Number 95. Guys, we were starting off, excuse me, with myself. I'm gonna show
Humble
you how
brag.
much money I make. I'm the 95th biggest streamer on Twitch.
Oh, 9,500 sub count. That's not as much as I expected. But I don't think Ludwig is as active on Twitch. Yeah, 90 hours is rather low for like a typical Twitch streamer.
I also stream on YouTube. It doesn't include that, but I'm like maybe top 100, I'm somewhere in there, right? These are my metrics. If they line up with yours, okay, then your revenue will probably be similar to mine. I don't stream nearly as much as some other guys. I have 9,500 subs. All right. For me specifically, okay, we're going to go through some expenses that I have. Here's my expenses. This is just the month of June. Everything here is for the month of June. Payroll, $225,000.
Jesus.
That is for the 15 employees that I have. Next, travel.
50 or 15?
That's a higher number than normal. I ran an event. I had to fly a bunch of streamers out. That's that travel expense. Next up, events. That is the production of the event. Nice.
Nice.
Next, marketing. Again, similar for the event. It's another $10,000. Final total for the month of June. This expense is what I spent. $359,000.
That's a lot of money.
This was just for the month of June, yes. Question.
That's exactly what a 9 to 5 are making a year.
That is way more than most 9 to 5 makers.
That's way more than most 9 to 5. I've never seen that much amount of money in my life, and I don't know if I'll ever will. That's an absurd, and I don't think people understand. Maybe it's, I don't know what type of backgrounds the people from the streamer universe come from. But like from my poor ass background, I'm like, you're a millionaire. You're a millionaire. That's a lot of money. Ooh. Especially conversion rates to my currency. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's my face, right? That's my face.
Now's the fun part, guys. Now's the fun part. How much do you get to make? How much do you get to make, y'all? All right, this was the event that I did, by the way. That's why some of the costs were higher. The payroll's normal. I did an event called MCSR Ranked. World Championships is a Minecraft speedrunning event. Anyway, let's talk about how much I made. How did I pay for all of that? Well, good news for me. Merch sales. I got $7,800. Wow. Not bad.
I have heard that merch is not a profitable venture at all. I am gonna make a video about merch. More so merch ideas that I have that don't cost money to make, so it wouldn't cost, like it wouldn't be a net negative to actually do. But like the reason merch isn't profitable is because the people who make the merch have to pay their employees, so they take a cut. And generally, like, I think it's also hard to just sell merch. It's very hard to have an audience engaged enough to want to buy merch too. So like, it's not a venture I would go on, like, unless it is something that I wouldn't have to spend money on. But yeah.
YouTube. That's just the YouTube revenue. This includes YouTube live streams, shorts, and videos. 270,000.
He posts a lot of videos, so I'm not surprised about that
I do not make
number.
as much on Twitch, 57,000. I only run about 6 minutes of ads an hour. I have 9,500 subs. That's about what you make for that. The biggest bulk of my money, though, I made a pivot in my life. I decided I wanted to stop being viewer funded. All right, I did a subathon. I had the most subs any streamer did. I had like an average of 20, 30,000 subscribers. I ran a higher density of ads. And then I said, you know what? I don't feel good as a multi-millionaire getting these people to pay me money. I didn't like getting 100 gifts. It made me feel weird. I'm going to start pivoting to get most of my bread from sponsors. That's the biggest cut of this. Okay, I'm a Red Bull athlete. I have an AT&T sponsorship, and I also have an Alienware partnership. These are long-term partnerships. All right, and I do one-off deals as well, as you guys do. This number's 800,000. Okay? So
That's a lot of money. But sponsorships, for sure. Like, even smaller streamers can get sponsors. Obviously not like the smallest. Like, I don't think anyone would sponsor me. But the smaller streamers, I'm talking about like in the thousands, they can definitely get sponsors. And you will often make way more money from sponsors than anything else. Or like your revenue for the month, a sponsorship could pay you like twice that. And that's a singular sponsorship. Like, sponsors give good money. But I will say, I watched a video recently that talked about like how you're kind of slowly selling your credibility each time you do a sponsorship. Because it kind of, whenever there's like an ad read in the middle of the video, it kind of just cuts off the video and kind of reminds you that the person making the video, like they're doing this for the money, or like at least with the sponsor read and whatnot, especially if it's a sponsorship that's like known to be bad. Like, we don't want to see honey sponsorships no more. We don't want to see like BetterHelp and all these things that are known to be kind of scummy, you know. I think Raid Shadow Legends sponsorships are kind of funny, but I've heard Raid Shadow Legends, they will pay you a butt ton of money for sponsorship. But yeah, if sponsorships is something that you want to do, that you can do, you should do it. Just like you will have to take some incentive to like get eyes on you, you know. But if you value your credibility and audience experience, then sponsorships might not be something that you want to do just to remain, how to say, authentic, I suppose.
Well, 1.1 mil. Okay? Now, this is the flashy number. This is the top 100. Why am I showing you this? It is not just a flex, although I am flexing. It is because this is what you get to see. This is what people love to show you. They love to show you the top 100. But you guys aren't top 100. Not all of you, at least. Some of you in this room are. Maybe you want to be. Maybe you'll get there. What does Miss Top 1000 look like? I'm keeping this person anonymous. These stats are real, though. This person
Category
is a gamer. They average 1,200 viewers. All right? They stream 130 hours. Their sub count is 1,600. And if you go to Twitch Tracker, you guys can all do this later, by the way. TwitchTracker.com. Look up your Twitch channel name.
1,200 viewer average.
If your
It's
number
pretty
is
damn
lower,
good.
they might tell you what percentile you are in. Okay? Top 0.5%, top 0.4%, whatever. Anyway, this is a real person who is in the top 1,000. They're not exactly 1,000, but they're close to it. This is all of their viewership. All right, how much do they make? How much does a top 1,000 streamer get? Sponsorships, $0. Asked them why. They said they think their agency's ass. They haven't had a deal. Okay.
Here's my tip: don't ever sign up to an agency. I know as a VTuber, like, agencies generally have a bad rep in this community, but in general, agencies can be very predatory. No matter what type of agency, they can be very predatory. And these agencies, like ad agencies, they're known to be predatory, so I would be very cautious joining any form of agency. I don't think being in an agency prevents you from like looking for sponsors yourself. But I'm not sure. You know, I'm not completely informed.
It's a much different number. YouTube, 150.
That's kind of low.
Only 150. They're not posting really long-form videos.
yeah.
They're mostly doing shorts. There's
I was
not a
gonna
lot of
say they
revenue
probably
coming
make
from
shorts.
YouTube. They're more of a streamer than a creator with multiple verticals. All right. Twitch, 10,000.
That's pretty
That's a
good.
good amount of money. That's comparable to what I'm making. I'm making 10,000 as well. All right. And if you go back to the hours a week, that was your question. They stream 130 hours. 130 hours. For the month. This is all the month of June. So in total, this top 1,000
That's
streamer
not that
makes
much
10,000
more than he
$3.
streams.
That's a good amount of money, right? You make 100K a year being a streamer. That's not bad. All right. Well, let's go one further. Let's go to top 10,000, Mr. 10,000. This streamer is a variety streamer. It's a real person. It's a real stat.
150 hours.
They average 150 viewers. Maybe some of you in this room.
Oh, they have a
average similar
good
amount. They
fan
stream
base.
180 hours, the most.
They have a
of me
loyal
or
fan
top
base because that
1,000.
sub count is quite
That's
high.
their sub count. That's how many years they've been doing it. All right, let's check the revenue for June. Sponsorship, 700.
Ooh,
They actually made some effort to get a deal. That
See?
makes sense. They've been doing it 6 years.
you can get sponsorships. You can do it. You can do it even if you're a quote unquote like smaller streamer. When you're, you know, technically this is a quite big streamer still, because like 90% of all streamers are in the tinies, in the tiny numbers.
They have better relationships to get sponsors. YouTube, $0. They have no YouTube presence at all.
That's not good, man.
Twitch, $3,000. Grand total, $3,700. All right.
That's good. That's
Now,
pretty good money.
I need you to put this into perspective. That is a top 10,000 streamer in the world.
Right.
That is not a small streamer. That is a big streamer. How many streamers are there in the world? Anyone have a guess?
It's gotta
Give me
be
a
in the
guess. 100,000.
millions.
Millions.
Just in the month of June, how many people are
Millions.
5 million.
live? Just on Twitch. 5 million?
5 mil.
It's not a bad guess, Jason. You're wrong. 6
Elias, not a bad guess. You're wrong.
On Twitch?
And that guy is better than 6.24 million. Top 10,000. And how much is he making? 3,000. 3,000. They're making about 40K a year, right? Roughly 40K a year. And that's top 10,000 in the world. Okay? The numbers aren't wrong. People trick you. They say stream makes a lot of money. It does.
Right.
For me. But this whole streaming system is rich gets richer. The top makes a fuck ton. When a sponsor wants to do a deal, Are they going to small streamers?
Society.
They're trying to get
Society.
live speed, then they go, that's out of our budget.
The
Then they
rich
go
get
down the
richer.
list. They go down the list till eventually they're stuck with me. All right? So I just need you guys to internalize this. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you want to be a streamer?
Do you want to be a streamer? Do you still want to be a streamer after hearing all this? This is a great question to ask these people. Just anyone who wants to be a streamer in general. Like, what are your goals with it all, you know? Because there are other ways. Like, I don't think, at least I'm gonna speak from the VTubing sphere. A lot of VTubers don't think about the fact that there's other things you can do besides streaming. They think, I want to be a VTuber. Well, VTubers, they also do streaming. Like, they stream, they like variety streamers, you know, like all the Hololive and all that stuff. They stream. But you can might as well be a VTuber and do YouTube videos. What if you don't like streaming, you know? What if you don't like it? You spend a bunch of money on a model and then you find out you don't even like streaming? And like, you also realize then how hard it is to actually stream on platforms like Twitch. I would start off as a YouTuber, quite frankly. And there are other ways to also be a VTuber that doesn't involve even making content. If your goal is to become rich, this is not the way. This is not the way. Not the way. Don't think big boba anime woman is gonna help you, okay? Don't think it's gonna help you, because if there is no substance, then there ain't nothing. People aren't gonna stick around. People aren't gonna be interested. And that's just the truth.
Are you happy with the lifestyle? Let's say for the rest of your life, you are a streamer who's the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. That is a successful streamer. You're making 4K a month. All right? Are you happy with that? And fuck no. You're saying fuck no. Okay, but what if that's the reality? Is it only worth it if you're top 100? Or are you happy doing the act itself? Is what you are actually chasing being rich, being famous? Or do you enjoy streaming so much that regardless of the amount you make, you would love to do it for that amount of income? Is it enough that you are full-time, or do you want to hit these higher pursuits? And is streaming actually the path you should take to do that? That's what I'm asking you.
Good question.
Are you trying to be a streamer in 10 years who's making 5K a month? That's the question, and I don't know the answer. You got to ask yourselves. There's some people in here who are streaming for the first time at Streamer U. Maybe they're trying out. You don't have to be a streamer, y'all.
First time streamers at Stream University? That sounds kind of redundant. I was going to say also, I don't think he's mentioned taxes in this. I don't know if these numbers are after tax. I'm not sure. But that's something you gotta think about, and you know, that can be a bit of a bitch itself.
I know it's the buzz, but like, there are a bunch of other paths. You can be a YouTuber, you can just be a short form creator, you can be just a social influencer, you could be a real estate mogul if you want to make money. Like, there's a lot of other paths you can take in life. You can just work a 9 to 5 with something you're passionate about. You don't have to be a streamer. It's not a guaranteed success. You're not all going to be making millions. All right, let's keep it rolling. Does this sound like you? I want to see hands if at any point
I
I'm
can't
talking
read
about
that.
someone
I'm blind.
or something you're dealing with. I struggle to handle juggling clips and YouTube and streams. Hands up, that sounds like you. Keep your hands up.
Yes.
Keep your hands up.
I'm kind
You
of,
guys don't understand how
I'm
YouTube works.
kind of raising my hand at
All
that.
right? Put your hand up, keep your hand up if this sounds like you. My clips do really well, but I don't know how to convert to long form viewers. I should see more hands up because I looked. 9 of the people in this class, I looked at you guys. You're averaging around maybe 100 to 300 viewers. Your clips are banging. You guys have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. You got millions of views. You got more views than me on your clips, but they're not converting. Okay? Have you ever wondered why? Yeah. Okay? Let's hear some theories. Who's got a theory? Why?
Do I have a theory about why viewers from clips don't convert into long form viewers? Well, I get around, like, sometimes I get some thousands of views on my short form content. But I also take into account that people just be scrolling. Like, people don't stay. People just scroll. So, like, that also does count, depending on how, you know, it does count as a view. And like, it's harder to convert a short form content watcher into a long form content watcher because they watch short form content. That's what they like. Like, a person who's on TikTok isn't gonna switch to Twitch, watching things on Twitch. That doesn't make any sense. You can't go for like 10-second videos to 10-hour streams, you know, that it just doesn't make sense. Maybe YouTube, like a YouTube video perhaps, but that's just how I think, and our attention spans are also like hell at the moment, so that could also be a reason.
Why are you not converting? Why are you getting all this success on IG, TikTok, but not on long form? What's up?
At least in terms of streaming, sometimes I feel like I don't see the personality of a streamers on the, like their personality on long form versus short form. Like they're a
I like her.
completely different person when it comes to.
She has a head on her
They don't
shoulders.
really see their character.
I think that's a really good point. I'm going to say this louder for y'all to hear. I'm going to repackage it in a different way. The expectation of the viewer is not met when they go to the long form content. That is what is happening to you. All right? Now, before we jump into that, I have a question for y'all. What is worth more? All right, there's a little quiz time, pop quiz. Is it TikTok followers?
What is worth more, TikTok followers, Twitch followers, or YouTube followers? I have seen, there is some statistics out there that like counts the values of followers. And I think YouTube came on top of that, but it kind of depends on what we're thinking about. I think Twitch is like without a doubt, in this, like without a doubt, money-wise, without a doubt, like followers, Twitch followers are more valuable than TikTok followers. Especially TikTok followers. Like, TikTok is at the bottom, YouTube is next, and then Twitch is like above all.
Worth more?
I don't think
A
this
Twitch follower
should be
or a YouTube follower?
debated. Or like, you know, it shouldn't be a hard question.
TikTok. By show of hands, who thinks Twitch? By show of hands, who thinks YouTube?
He's not a
Round of applause for
classmate.
Valkyrie, only one who got it right. It is Twitch. It is Twitch. Why is it Twitch? Why is it Twitch? Why is a YouTube viewer not worth more? Jason, what you want?
I'm gonna answer your question.
Jason, what's your answer?
Because Twitch is the smallest platform out of the three.
Why would that make them more valuable?
Is Twitch the
If I have a follower on
smallest?
Truth Social, is that more valuable?
Because Twitch is easily monetized.
Twitch is easily monetized. Okay. Why?
Because there's just a lot of ways people can give you money, I suppose.
Okay.
I think because you could still earn revenue on YouTube even if you don't, like, if they don't follow, they're still, you still get views.
And this is your argument for YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, you said YouTube is wrong, right?
YouTube is wrong. I believe Twitch is the correct answer, and I'm down to be debated on this. I think if you were to have 10,000 followers on TikTok, 10,000 followers on Twitch, and 10,000 followers on YouTube, you'd be making more money as the Twitch streamer. Okay? And ultimately,
I also will say, YouTube does not show you the videos from the people that you follow. I follow a bunch of people. I never get recommended their videos. Very rarely do I get recommended their videos. So, at least with Twitch, like, you see when people are live in your following list. And you you get a notification sometimes when they're live, if you have notifications on. It incentivizes you to go watch.
the reason why is the viewer buy-in. A viewer is going to be much more engaged as a Twitch follower than a TikTok follower. If you think about a TikTok follower, that's pretty straightforward. If they watch every single TikTok you post, they probably see 30 minutes of your face in a month. Total. All right? A YouTube viewer, how much are they seeing of your face in a month? It's going to be more, but there's edited videos, how many videos are you uploading?
That's a good
Average
point.
Twitch viewership.
How many videos are you uploading? Gotta think about that, because if y'all thought I was inactive on Twitch, check out my YouTube. because I don't post a lot on YouTube. I really should post more, and I enjoy YouTube. Like, out of all the platforms, I watch YouTube more than I watch Twitch. So I think I could, like, from simply knowledge based, I have the most knowledge about, well, I have a lot of knowledge about Twitch now because I need to be knowledgeable if I'm gonna do something. And because I'm not doing as much YouTube, I don't think I have as much knowledge about YouTube statistics and all that stuff. But I do think I know what goes into a good YouTube video, quite frankly, you know. Or like, I know I have ideas and whatnot. It's just the execution takes a lot longer. I like streaming because it is a bit, you know, it's unscripted. It's easier for me to do. YouTube, usually scripted or edited and all that stuff, and that takes extra time, and I'm not a good editor. So yeah, but I promise I will make more YouTube videos. I promise.
They might spend 30 minutes on one Twitch stream. And you can easily pump out stream a day if you really want. You also have a better relationship with a live viewer than you do with a YouTube commenter. They're not always commenting. Most people don't comment, and you're likely not replying to all the comments. But in chat, they're always talking to chat. You got chat on your phone right now. Chat's probably saying some shit right now. You probably looked over and read them. Has anyone read a YouTube comment while I've been here?
No. No.
Has anyone read a TikTok comment while I've been here? Yes. So if you need to sell merch and you have 100 Twitch viewers, or you get a 100 view YouTube video, which one's better? You're trying to push merch to someone. Probably the Twitch follower. They're probably more likely to go buy that. Lacey, why are you disagreeing? What's your point?
No, I'm not disagreeing. I just, the followers, yes, but YouTube has a way better like system of getting recommended. So even if you have if you have 100 followers on Twitch, you're not gonna. There's no really chance to get 1,000 viewers.
That goes for like new viewers. Twitch is awful when it comes to showing you to new people. YouTube is better, but not that much. I don't think they're that much better. If you're doing streams on YouTube, it's quite awful. But if you do videos, it's good. But that is if you do videos, if you actually make videos.
Discoverability, that is correct, but that is a different question. The question is pound for pound, which one's worth more?
It's worth more money, not just worth more.
Worth more money, correct. All right, guys.
You
we're gonna
cannot
tackle your
always be
problem
the
today.
clip.
My clips do great, but I can't get a lot of viewers. Here's the deal. You cannot always be the clip. Except for one guy. But this is real. What happens to you guys is you're really good at farming clips. I think at this point, a lot of you really understand intrinsically when a moment happens that, oh, that was the clip. I'm gonna tell my clipper, or maybe you are your own clipper, you run your own clip account. Tonight, I'm gonna post that. I fucking nailed it. All right? You guys feel pretty good about that at this point, I imagine. You probably know exactly, you might even be able to set up these moments. The issue is, you get that clip, how long is that in your 4-hour stream? A minute? Seconds sometimes? All right.
Seconds?
So then what happens? That person sees you on IG.
Do you mean length of the clip? Because I was like, I thought he meant like, when does that happen? When does the clippable moment happen? And they were like, oh, seconds into the stream. I'm like, seconds? Y'all don't have us starting soon. I think they mean the amount of length of, clip. But yeah, I agree with this. You cannot always be the clip. You cannot always be energetic and whatnot. There will be, like, majority of your stream will be downtime. Like, expect that majority of your stream will be downtime. Unless you're a really, like, energetic person. Which I am not. I am not. I cannot do that. I'm moderately energetic, I would say. Don't have the expectation that you need to act a clip, like, every second either. That everything needs to be clippable. You should be able to just be yourself, I suppose.
You get an awesome clip, they go to your stream, and what are you doing? Are you farming a clip at every moment?
Exactly.
No, you're a person. All right? We're not always exciting. We're not always on. I know I'm not. Okay, there are people who are. There are people who have balanced energy. I Show Speed has insane energy. Literally every second of that stream, you're like, holy shit, how is he still going? I can't do that. I'm a limited quantity guy. And then I need to go take a bath. That's me. I'm honest with myself.
Shower,
I know
people.
my strength
Take a
is
shower.
to perform in a way that will not be met when the viewer comes to see me. I have to be authentically me at all points. You need to be authentically you at all points. The person they should see in the clip should be the person that they experience in the live stream. All right? Otherwise, they're just gonna get bored and leave. You're not to clip you in every waking moment. It's never wrong.
I think community is important.
Why did I show these people? What's special about these people? Any guesses? They are all on Streamer U, but there's something more.
They've grown a lot lately.
They've grown a lot. That's true.
They're always themselves.
They're always themselves. I like that.
So their online and offline personalities are pretty similar.
So these three are 3 of the 5 most successful streamers from last year. These are you. These are who you
I don't
should aspire
recognize
to be
none of them.
this year.
I only watch
All right.
anime women.
These people have all increased by, I'm telling you, like 5,000 average viewers. They all went in with hundreds. They now have 1,000 viewers. Okay, they're now doing amazing. Okay, I think they all have different strengths. We're gonna go all through one by one. What did Tota do at Streamer U? Built probably the strongest relationships of anyone at that event.
I'm bad at that.
That was able to get him.
I don't think I'm a good relationship builder exactly. I'm very much people. If people flock to me, that's good. You know, I'm very bad at reaching out to people and like maintaining. I'm very bad at chatting. You know, because in my head I will think that I have replied, and then I will realize that I replied in my head and never actually wrote anything. So then I haven't talked to this person in like weeks, and you know, some people are more. You know, are more chatty than others. And I also think there's a difference between a relationship, like a kind of like a quote unquote work relationship and a friendship. Obviously, it's different. I even think you can collab with people and not be friends. Just do it for mutual benefit or whatnot. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think it's anything like, you know, oh, they're money hungry. You know, they're not actually friends. They're just doing this for mutual benefit. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with doing that.
You know, friends with Kai, friends with Ray, and Mafiathon 3, okay? To build a foundation, but build relationships with people here, okay? Arky, I think, is one of the kings of authenticity. Arky wears his heart on his sleeve. It is obvious to everyone who's with him and everyone who watches him. So what you get in the clip is what you get when you hang out with him in real life. It's what you get when you watch him online. He's the same guy. Yano, probably one of the nicest motherfuckers I've ever met. And she's always like that. It's crazy. I expect her to break at some point. She never breaks.
I envy
All
those
right?
people.
Even when people are a little too much for her.
That's an envious
Where is
ability.
she in this room? He's supposed to be in this class. Even when people are too much for her.
But he's skipping.
Fucking asshole.
So anyway, ultimately, guys, look. What I really want you to take away from this is it's all right to farm a clip, but you should be farming it as you. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't, you know, have a burst of 1 minute of energy and then you're back to being somebody else. Be consistent. Be consistent in yourself. Be honest to yourself. All right. We're going to talk about the content funnel. This is an idea of how to efficiently stream. Right now when you guys stream, what are your strengths? Getting a couple clips. Nice. We can do better. I want you to start shifting your paradigm. A stream is now a recording session.
I'm bad at this. I will admittedly say I am quite bad at this. Mostly because I don't know how to, like, I don't know how to download VODs efficiently, so I just record stuff if I wanna, like... I like recording stuff on the side, opposed to recording stuff whilst I'm streaming just because of potential lag and whatnot. But I really should, like, turn streams into YouTube videos. That's, like, the efficient, quote-unquote, way to do it. But also, like, again... I don't exactly know where my goal in that is. If that is what I even want on my YouTube channel, or if I want to do more scripted content. We will see.
Right.
We're not just booting up stream to fuck off for 4 hours, get 3 clips, go home. We're not booting up stream to play a video game for 6 hours and stream, go home. That is a waste of your time. It is a less efficient use of your time. This is a recording session. What can you record in a stream? This is an example of one of my streams. This is one of my best streams. Why is it one of my best streams?
Did you make two?
You had fun.
No.
You had an event.
No, I did not have an event. The title is Games with Friends. CoffeeZilla video later.
Authentic.
Authentic? No. No, not authentic.
Video out of it.
I got a video?
A good video out of it.
Every second.
I got multiple videos. From
That's
this
even
one
better.
stream, it was 6 hours. There's 3 separate VODs. Those are just cut-ups, not edited, of the segments. All right, I came prepared with segments. 3 different edited videos. God Gamer Gauntlet. It's a challenge I do. Magic Chameleon with some friends. And I reacted to a CoffeeZilla video. And then I also had a couple clips out of it. Okay? That's all from one stream. That was 6 hours. I recorded all that. Just for your information here, I didn't put it in this slide. The streams, they made 5K. It's pretty good. Okay? All of these together, they made 25K. Okay? And you're able to get all this out of one stream if you just spend the time to plan out what you are going to do on stream.
I don't do that. That's my
Raise your
issue.
hand.
I don't do that.
And I just wanted to keep everyone's hand raised right now. And I want you to only put your hand down when I say, I'm basically trying to find out how many hours you stream. So everyone's hands up. Do you stream at least 1 hour? Hands up. Do you stream at least 1 hour a month?
Hand up.
Do you stream at least 1 hour a month?
Oh,
All
a
right.
month.
This is
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Do you stream at
Kind of,
least
sometimes.
10 hours. Keep your hands up if you stream at least 10 hours. All right.
Yeah,
50 hours.
maybe.
Hands up. Do you stream 50 hours? At least 50 hours. If you put your hands down, you're not
I don't
streaming
math enough. I
Do
don't
you
math
stream at
enough
least
for this.
100 hours. 100 hours a month. Did you stream 100 hours?
I stream about 3 hours, and I don't do daily streams, so it's a little bit here and there. But I always recommend people don't stream every day 6 hours. You're gonna, first of all, you're gonna burn yourself out. It's not good on your health. Think about your health. I don't think streamers think about their health enough. Like, drink water, take a shower, get some exercise, eat food, please. But I recommend doing 3 hours because it's also hard to maintain that level of like being entertaining for that long too. Like sure it's good that you can do it, but you can also save some of your energy to then take that 3 hour stream, cut it up into VODs, edit them, because he didn't mention how much he paid his editors to like edit some of those videos. When you're a small streamer, you don't have any editors. You're gonna have to do that stuff. You're gonna have to learn how to do that stuff, and you're gonna have to do that stuff. So take that rest of your day to do that.
A month. If you put your hands down, you might not be streaming enough. Are you streaming 120 hours?
Sometimes.
Okay? Hands are still up. 150. My hand's down at this point. 150. All right. Some hands are still. We got 3 hands.
Sorry about that.
160. 180. 200 hours.
Still hanging in here.
220. How many hours do you stream? Can I ask you? Around 200 hours. Your hand's still up back there. 250 hours. 260? Is it 300 hours? That's how many hours you stream?
Not possible.
300 hours is crazy. That's a crazy stream
Guys,
number. You don't have a
listen
life.
up.
I'm sorry.
If that's
You don't
300
have a
hours
life.
true, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. You said 200 hours?
Oh, 200. You still don't have a life. That's far too much time to spend on streaming. Especially if you're not making proper, like, or if you're not making the expected revenue that you want to make from it. That's crazy. No, even if you do make a lot of money from streaming, I don't think any type of job should become your whole life. If you don't have a life outside of your job, because eventually if you make money from something, that kind of becomes your job. If you don't have a life outside of that, you are a boring individual. And I don't think you have a social life.
161. That
Sorry.
is still too many hours in my mind. I think you guys are streaming too much. I genuinely believe that. I think every streamer should be streaming in the sweet pocket of 100, 150. I think that's like the perfect zone, 100 to 150, all right? Some of y'all need to do more. I've looked at your stream hours. Some of you guys aren't doing enough. I think some of you guys aren't sure if you want to be streamers. I think some of you guys are still exploring that. That's fine. But if you want to be a streamer, I think at least 100 is right. I think anything over 150 is a waste of your time, just being less efficient. Okay, why? Because you're not getting the value of each of these streams, right? Your 6 hours don't look like this. Your 6 hours, what can you show for? 4 Instagram clips? Okay. How much did that make?
Nothing.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah. I'm just gonna mention this. Shorts, a lot of people will say, I've even said it before, that you post shorts daily. I haven't exactly said that, but I have tried to post shorts at a consistent rate, and my mindset on that has changed a little bit. Like, it could be beneficial for you to post shorts, but mind you that it is not monetarily beneficial. You won't make that much money from shorts, and getting people who watch shorts to like funnel them to long form content is really hard, because they like short form content. People are on TikTok, they don't want to go to Twitch. They typically don't want to leave the platform. People who watch YouTube shorts, they just scroll past, or they don't want to see a long form video. Like it's very rare, it's very hard, I should say, to funnel people from short form content to long form content. That's why I just don't think it is actually as, like, it is beneficial in the way of it's better than not doing it. Like, making shorts is not super monetarily beneficial and barely funnels people to your, to your other content. But I have a viewer right now that came from the YouTube, It is still, like, I still get people that came from TikTok, from YouTube on my streams and whatnot. It really depends on you and all that stuff. But it's just not something that I don't think you should force yourself to post shorts every day, or at a consistent, like, time, all that stuff. Just post whenever you can, and whenever you feel like you have a good clip.
We're gonna do a little exercise right now. And this is an exercise you guys should be doing every single day. Let me say that again. This is homework today. You should be doing it every single day. I do it every day. I've been doing this 8 years. I think of stream ideas every fucking day. I'm the only guy who thinks of them. Other people have teams. I think that can be a very helpful thing. I'm a little protective over my process. That's just my personal style. On your phones, or pen and paper if you prefer. This is an activity. Get them out right now. Break them out.
I have a pen.
I
want to do this.
3 different stream ideas. Now, to make it a little more complicated, we're going to do 3 different tiers. I want you guys to come up with a $1 idea. Free.
$1.
Something
free.
You can do anytime, any point. A $1,000 idea. Okay, maybe something a little more ambitious, something more planned out, whatever. And then final one, a dream idea, $100,000. Dream. Doesn't matter.
Okay, hold on. Let's think about this. $1 ideas or $0 idea. I think the numbers are more arbitrary. $1 idea for a stream that could potentially be turned into other forms of content, like YouTube videos. Maybe something like, obviously, a reaction video, like what I'm doing right now. I could turn this into a YouTube video. I could post this on YouTube. You could do a tier list video. You could do, I don't know, like interviewing other content creators. Maybe if you have friends. If you got friends, I know that's a rare asset these days. You could do something like that, something with them. Unless they ask to be paid. $1,000 idea. What would I do if I had $1,000 for a content video? I mean, the easiest thing, because like as a VTuber, you're already spending money on like models and whatnot. So like I could totally see myself just spending that money on like a new model. That's not really a video idea, unless I document the process and whatnot. Or I could do a would a charity, because I have talked about it before. I've wanted to do a charity stream before. would that be technically a good $1,000 idea? A charity stream? Maybe. And then $100,000 idea, a dream idea. What would be a dream idea? I would want to do a stream that is an immersive RPG where like it would take so much time and I would have to commission so much art for it, but I want to set up a stream that is an immersive RPG storyline. And like there's characters that I think I would voice every character and chat would like be able to choose options. I don't know whether it be like dialogue options or like different route options and whatnot, and would be this whole thing. Because obviously I can't do anything. I am an of the virtual form. I can't do anything IRL. I think it would be really fun to do something like that. That would be really fun. Oh, thank you for the pets, Amu. Thank you. Yeah, but that's the ideas that I have if I were to dream of something. Let's see. I'm interested to see what people will say.
I'll give you guys a few minutes. I want you guys to seriously write these down. You don't have to come up with all three right now, but come up with at least one right now. I'll show you mine in a moment. Go ahead, write. I'll give you a few minutes.
Could I skip a little? I'll skip a little until...
Go to some students.
Think about my own personal thing that I have done so I can relate to this and I can better it. So a $1 probably like go outside in New York City and just show people New York City. Right, go to my post office, grab some, some mailbox, come back home, show some merch that people send me,
As a VTuber, that would just be doxing myself, and that terrifies me. Yeah, people who show your face, ooh, bravery. Then again, like, nothing is private these days anymore.
For the 1,000, I'll do like reaction videos, probably.
Reaction videos?
Something from Amazon, like a...
I don't spend no 1,000 on reaction videos.
Actually, I've done it. Okay. And it's like do a bug out.
I like her top. I really like her,
and like
her
for
top.
that, what I would do is what I did. I went to the yard.
You went to what?
I went to the Dominican Republic and I streamed.
Okay.
So I feel like
That was at 100K though.
100K. That would make me.
No, sorry, that would cost you.
But that would cost me. Right, but if you imagine it.
Ah, okay.
Right.
I think she's thinking differently than I was.
Like a travel stream.
Exactly.
I like her necklace too. Pretty.
All right.
Go to New York City, not ending stream until I find 4 quarters of boxing on that.
I'm sure you guys are still mulling over your ideas. That is good. This exercise is something you should be doing again. How often? Every day.
Every day.
Every fucking day. All right. I want to hear a few of your ideas. What you got?
All right, so boom. I go by Larry King. I'm a cashier at a gas station. So for a $1 idea that I could do, I could just be desktop at the crib, you know what I'm saying, talk to my, my community, my people.
Okay.
I could buy like a hot chip or whatever, do that on stream, you know what I'm saying, desktop. For my $1,000 budget or, you know what I'm saying, idea I have for that, chat, what did I say for that one? Oh, no, I got it. 24-hour stream at my gas station, you know what I'm saying, I could pay for a tent to sleep inside, like a tent or whatever, because we do have running customers.
Are you paying for production crew?
Does he own a
No,
gas
just
station?
me.
Okay.
Just me. But I'm paying for like a bunch of things that we could do in the gas station.
Yeah.
That's my $1,000 idea.
Okay.
Now for my $100,000 idea,
The dream.
I want to do a gas-a-thon. 30 days straight to gas station, 24-hour security, 24-hour surveillance, which we do have.
Ooh.
And I want to have mad different things going on in the gas station.
Okay. I like that.
$100,000.
I like that one. All right. I just want to hear your best idea.
I must
Jason, what you
assume
got?
he
Best
owns
idea.
the gas station, no?
$1,000 idea. I want to do a boxing event on an island for 7 days.
Oh yeah.
That might be closer to $500,000, but I appreciate the enthusiasm of that idea. Dad, what you got?
$100,000 idea. I'm gonna do National Geographic Part 2 in Alaska.
I like it. What you got?
I'm Philly Bean. I really love D&D and storytelling, so I want to do a 360.
Yes,
immersive
I
D&D
knew she was
session
my
with Yakku
favorite for a
Reacts and
reason.
bunch of really fun D&D.
If you believe the teachers don't have a favorite, then you are... someone has lied to you, or you are naive. They have favorites. Parents have favorites too.
That's 100K? 95K on Matthew Mercer, I got you.
Yeah.
Lacey, you're excited. What you got?
$100,000 idea is the world's largest mukbang.
Pretty good idea. In the back, what you got?
Breaking into the bank and stealing 100,000 worth of change.
Wait, say that one more time.
What?
Breaking into the bank and stealing 100,000 worth of change.
Breaking into the bank and stealing
Crime?
$100,000 worth of change.
Crime? We just
Be a
doing
good
crime?
All right, last one. What you got?
Casino stream can't leave till you double the 100,000.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, that's a good idea if you could get a sponsor for that money, so you're not actually losing that money. But I also don't supporting gambling. You know, I joke about gamba, but like IRL gambling ruins lives. So I don't know about that one.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. All right, guys. These are really good ideas. Okay? But I want to talk about what makes an idea good. All right? What makes a stream idea good? I'm a little different than you guys. I'm older. I've been doing this 8 years. When I stream, I'm thinking about a YouTube video. I'm not thinking about a clip. That's how people do it in modern day. I think we should all be thinking of both. I think you guys are already good at the clip. That's second nature. Let's stop thinking about it. Let's think about the thing that's more sustainable. Holding long-term viewership, making a YouTube video, being authentic. Let's work on those weak points. The clip is second nature. For me, I have to do the opposite. The YouTube video's easy. How do I get a clip? I'm 31. I don't know what to do. That's not It's practice. It takes time. So anyway, I'm going to go through a couple of my ideas here.
I'm gonna reveal a little thing. I set up my clips. I think about the fact, I think about the moment that I think is gonna be clippable. Like, I do it, I think about it beforehand. Sometimes I'll pretend I'm live just to record a clip because I just get an idea. You know, I just get an idea. I'm not gonna go live all the time. I just have an idea for a clip and I'm like, this would make more sense if someone asked me these questions. I just role play, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do. I have no shame. Okay, I have no shame. I am shameless. I am a virtual person on the internet. You think I have shame? Shame? Nah.
And then we're going to talk about what makes an idea good. This is one idea here. This is a thumbnail for it.
Oh, it's the dude who sounds like Joe from Family Guy.
A lot of people stole this idea. It's a good fucking
Who also
idea.
is named Joe.
It's basically me versus another creator, finding out who the better gamer is. We do a best of 7, competing in a variety of video games. Alright, I've been doing this for years now. I know it's a good idea because Ron stole it, Jason stole it, Jinxie stole it. One note on that. When someone steals your idea, congrats, you do well. Do not feel bad about it. Do not be bitter about it. Do not reach out to them about it. It is okay. And here's ultimately the truth.
Very important.
Someone who steals an idea makes you their ceiling. They will.
I think this is, speaking of the VTuber community, copycats have been a big point of conversation in the VTuber community. And I do understand why people would be upset at copycats, but I'm also kind of like, a big chunk of the VTuber community is inspired by something else that is inspired by something else. Like, like a lot of VTubers take inspiration from corpo VTubers, and corpo VTubers, they take inspiration, like, that whole setup was inspired by, like, idol culture and all that stuff. But, like, imitation really is the best form of flattery. It is. But I think there is a limit to imitation and then, like, falsehood. Just being very fake. Like, you're just imitating someone else and hiding your true self. You can imitate ideas. You can imitate. I mean, I'm an artist. Art is about imitation. To just change it a little bit to make it your own. You take inspiration from many different things, put it in an art piece, and it becomes a new thing. Or maybe you're inspired by, like, maybe you want to become an anime artist. Anime has a very distinct style, and you have to imitate a lot of anime art to become a good anime artist. Like, when I was younger, I used to trace, like, manga panels that I liked, because I wanted to know the anatomy and all that stuff. You know? And I was a child, you know, and that's how you learn. From imitating. Imitation. Repetition.
Will not be bigger than you until they do
Thanks
shit
for the
better
redeem.
than you. And if all they're doing is mimicking you, then I promise you, they will never surpass you.
He's right. I do different things. I do different things too.
Next idea. This is $1,000. This is an older one. It's called an Amazon stream. I gave my chat $1,000, and Ron is right. This is a stream that Soda Poppin' did initially. OG streamer Soda Poppin'. I took the idea. The only thing I twisted is I gave my chat an exact amount they could spend, and then a time limit to spend it in.
That's a good
There's a little
idea.
bit of
To
stress
take
on
like
chat's
an
behalf.
old idea
I've done this stream, I'm not
and
shitting
remake
you, probably
it
a dozen
new.
times. It works every time. I've done it for 1,000, I've done it for 10,000, I've done
About to
it
do
for
that. About to
30,000.
snatch that shit.
All I do, I give them the amount of money, I let them send me links, they vote on what they want to buy. Yes, we buy it, no, we don't. Huh?
Pills?
These are height pills, yeah, stand tall, growth pills. Yeah, I'm now 6'3". That's that. All right, $100,000 idea. This one's a few years old. 24 hours in the wilderness. I had a whole production crew.
I kind of want to do this. I kind of want to do this. I don't know how I would do this, but I kind of want to do this. Just because I've been watching a lot of Outdoor Boys. I kind of want to do this. But I feel like I don't need to spend 100. Well, unless I want to get, like, talk to experts or, you know, spend money on, like, equipment and stuff. But I feel like I could just walk into the woods. Because I already live in the woods. I could do this in my backyard. I guess it wouldn't be that much of a challenge then. We'll see.
I had a bunch of wildlife experts come through. They helped me through it. This was a 24-hour stream production. That's where the cost came from. Okay? $100,000.
Did you make money on that stream, Ludwig?
Fuck no. And it's a good question. Why not? Because it costs a lot. And you don't necessarily make more. It doesn't scale that way. For me to make that much more, I'd have to have that exponential increase in viewership. I'll say maybe at the time I was averaging like 17K viewers. I think for this stream I might have had like 27K. It's more, but it's not enough to cover all the bills. Was it worth it? What do you think?
Yes.
Why?
Because, yeah, even though it was a live stream, 24 hours, right? You could get clips, YouTube, shorts, and it's like so many that you could benefit from just that.
I can do that from my home for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's different too.
Adapt?
I think now you have the case study of what that much money turns over for content. You know when you can spend that much money, when you should stay at the crib and spend less money, and you know it gives you an idea of where.
Yeah, was it worth it?
Around.
That's true. I think you can trial things. I think you should take risks. I also think it's okay to have lost leaders. Big ideas, big events. Maybe they don't make a lot, but they mean a lot to the people who watch you. People see the effort that you put in. If you are not doing things that are exciting to you, exciting to them, viewers slip away. There's a lot of competition out there. There's a stat I heard year over year, all right? Your viewers will change. So maybe if you have 1,000 viewers this year, if you have 1,000 viewers next year, 50% of those people will be different. That's the turnover. 50% of those people will be different. It's not the same people coming in. You don't have the static pool. People got lives. People get older. People stop watching streams when they get 30. They got a family and shit.
That is like, unless you can grow with your audience, that is very true. Like I have people from, like, obviously I haven't been doing this for that long, but I have people from day one, and then I have new people, you know, and there will be a constant flow of new people, and people will leave. Either you don't retain attention, or they just grow, you know, they will start liking something else, you know. Usually when people watch streamers, they have a go-to streamer for a specific thing, and if you know, maybe you stop doing that specific thing and they move on to someone else, and that's fine. That's just the way of life.
Right? So sometimes these lost leaders can also bring in those new viewers. They can help recycle the people who are eventually going to leave. I got one more for y'all.
That's
This
a good
one
point too.
is $1 million. This is Streamer Games. All right? And this is a follow-up to your question. Okay? Is it worth it? Streamer Games, year 1. Guess what it did? It lost money. Streamer Games, year 2. Guess what it did?
Probably broke
even.
Yes!
Streamer Games, year 3. Guess what it's going to do?
Even.
It's going to make money.
Yeah.
All right, the more often you do an event, the better you will get at doing it for cheaper. Also, the better it will perform, right? People know about the event now. The streamer you hyped this year, how long did Kai spend hyping this up? 2 weeks, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe? When did y'all find out when you're gonna fly in? A week ago?
Yeah.
Damn, that's far too
But
soon
why did
for
y'all
me.
come? Because you knew what streamer you was. All right, you knew the opportunity that it was because it's already proven. So doing things multiple times is a good thing. You can't hammer it home, right? You don't want to be the 50th season of The Simpsons. You gotta try some new shit, but if something works, do it again. This is what you should be doing as a YouTuber, as a streamer, whatever. You are throwing shit at the wall. Something clicks, we're gonna do it again. Don't typecast yourself, though.
I can't stop
All right?
looking at
Don't
his
be like
tank
those
top
people on
under
TikTok,
his
they got one
white
bit,
shirt.
They do it in perpetuity, and then that's all they ever are. You know, you should explore.
Sorry,
that. But
I'm
some
sorry.
works,
It's like
keep doing
noticing
it.
like a bra under its
All right,
sheer white
next
shirt.
up,
Christmas.
Christmas. All right, guys.
Santa?
This is
Christmas?
something that I've thought about a lot. That helps me a lot. That I'm just maybe will help some of you. Do you guys remember being at school? For some of you, it's not that long ago, and you're fucking sick of school, but Christmas is around the corner. And that's exciting.
Christmas.
That brings you there, pulls you, it literally pulls you through the last week, month of school, whatever, because you're excited to get to Christmas, okay? As a creator myself, I can get very tired of the monotony. I have a strict schedule I adhere to. I go live X amount of days. I farm XYZ YouTube videos. You do that for 8 years, it gets boring. So what keeps me going is Christmas. I make myself a Christmas. For me, personally, it is a big event. Something I'm really excited to do. I have Streamer Games in 2 weeks. I'm excited to do that. So I know, okay, I gotta get all my ducks in a row.
I think people don't realize. I think when people think of a content creator and their career, they think of it as more spontaneous or exciting. They think of it as you do different things every day. You can try different things all the time and come up with new ideas, and you have to be very creative, which is true to an extent. But there is a lot of repetition with content creation, a lot of boring stuff, of course. And I'm not gonna say that content creation is more repetition than a normal job, or like that it is harder than a normal job. I'm not saying that. It is a different skill set than a normal like 9-to-5 job, and it's a different type of strain on your body and your mental health and whatnot. But yeah, I don't think people think about the fact that it can be very how to say, like, boring, you know, with like gotta post clips, gotta edit videos, gotta script videos, gotta think of stream ideas, and you know, gotta have a mold that you kind of adhere to all the time to be consistent, to stay consistent. It can be a bit boring, and it's even worse if you have built an archetype for yourself Like if you're a specific type of content creator, like if you're a Minecraft content creator, what if you stop liking Minecraft one day? What you gonna do? You know? Unless you can slowly phase out of that, but it's real hard when you've really dedicated yourself to one specific thing or one specific personality. Like I see that a lot with VTubers. Like one reason that VTubers re-debut or like change up their whole concept is because they get bored. They get bored of, or they feel like the old concept doesn't fit them anymore. Like they've changed fundamentally as a person. They can't keep acting like this character, so they change and evolve. And that's why I kind of also encourage people to not be afraid to change. Like, not be afraid to transition into something different.
Gotta get my YouTube videos out, gotta get my streams out, I got Christmas coming up. Alright, first part of the year I do this event called Tip to Tip, a motorcycle around the world with my friend Michael Reeves. That is Christmas, I'm so excited to do that. But I know I gotta do my work, okay, before, to get to that. Make yourself a Christmas. It can be whatever. Something you're excited to do. Maybe it is a big streamed event. Maybe it is a YouTube video recording. Maybe it's a vacation. That's fine. But make yourself a Christmas so that you can look forward to, you can get through the day-to-day of life. Next up. And this is the number one lesson. This is something I can't teach you.
Be different.
I can't tell you the playbook for how to be successful exiting Streamer U. Because if I did, you would all use it and it wouldn't be successful.
That's a quote.
Someone here is going to rise above the rest. Someone here is going to offer viewers something unique that other people aren't offering. I'm a small streamer making a cozy environment. Okay, I've seen that. Maybe that's fine, maybe you're happy with that. That's not gonna be the person who's the number one streamer come out of here. I'm loud. I like being the center of attention. Okay, we have enough of that. You are not going to be the number one streamer coming out of here. So what are you doing to be different? What are you doing that people are drawn to?
It's literally one in a million. One in a million
this is
chance.
personal. I cannot tell you what it
Kind of
is.
thing.
But ultimately, whoever is successful will do this. Dean Sinat.
I'm just here to look around.
Guys,
casually.
We have about 5 minutes left in class. I appreciate you all being very attentive. At this point, I will open it up. Does anyone have any questions for me? This is the last time that we will be meeting. So if you have anything for me, let's get it out now. Hands up. What you got?
When's the time that you've almost quit streaming or content creation?
It's a good question. What's the time I almost quit streaming?
If you get canceled anytime, forget I said
was a part-time
that.
employee at a vape company. I was head of marketing. I didn't smoke vapes. I lied on my resume. After, I would go home, I would stream. Work stream, work stream, work stream. It was a lot.
I'm not surprised he was head of marketing, or like with the way that he presented this lecture. Like you can hear that he was good at English, and he knows how to market something. You know, he knows how to keep you engaged and inform you in very simple ways. There's a PowerPoint presentation, you know?
But I really love streaming. Here's the crazy thing. I had the best stream I had ever had. I averaged 1,000 viewers. The next day, I almost quit. Because I knew the number that would show up would be smaller. And that ate at me. I lied down in my closet for 4 hours instead of going live that day.
Relatable.
This is something that you guys might deal with. Okay, maybe it's imposter syndrome, maybe it is just paralyzation. Okay? Here's what I realized. Streaming is an impermanent thing. What you did last stream doesn't fucking matter. You know what people care about is the next stream. And you know what you want people to care about? You. Okay?
Yes.
So if the last stream was shit, who cares? If the last stream was the greatest stream that ever happened, who cares? Streamer U's going great. You know what they're gonna say on Twitter in a month about Kai if he doesn't go live? When's the next stream, Kai? Spark up. We want to see something. What you got?
Cameraman messy.
They don't care that he put in all this work anymore. What's next?
Yeah, I will say that I have realized that as I've streamed and whatnot, that like people really care, or like how to say this. people a lot of time don't care what you do. They care about you, you know? Yeah, they care about who you are, what you do, and they want to see your reaction to things specifically if people stick around. I gotta read like comments because I haven't been looking. I'm sorry, I'm so engaged in the video. It's a great. I feel Ludwig did a great job on this. Fantastic. Yahoo yahoo! If I'm putting this clip at the end of a video, it's probably because I forgot to put an end to this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like and comment, do all that stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!